Jelly Roll is once again opening up in a deeply personal and emotional way about his ongoing weight loss journey, and this time, he is not sugarcoating anything. In a recent honest reflection, he admitted something that many people silently struggle with but rarely speak about out loud. He revealed that he was genuinely scared to step on the scale, not just nervous in a casual way, but deeply anxious about what the number might show. He described feeling bloated, uncomfortable in his own body, and overwhelmed by the fear that his progress might have slipped away. In his own words, he felt like the scale was going to let him down, and he feared that he might have gained around 15 pounds over the last several months. That moment of vulnerability instantly resonated with many people because it reflects a universal struggle with self-doubt, body image, and accountability. What makes this moment even more powerful is the fact that Jelly Roll has already experienced one of the most dramatic transformations in the public eye, beginning his health journey in late 2022 when he weighed over 500 pounds. He made a life-altering decision to take control of his health. This was not a small adjustment or a temporary diet. It was a complete lifestyle shift through consistent changes in his eating habits and a growing commitment to physical activity. He managed to lose nearly 300 pounds. That kind of transformation is extraordinary, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. It requires discipline, patience, and a level of commitment that most people struggle to maintain over long periods of time. At the height of his progress, Jelly Roll openly shared how different life felt. He described feeling lighter in every sense of the word. Moving around became easier, daily tasks felt less exhausting, and even his mindset began to shift. He spoke about how surreal it felt to look at his own body and realize just how much change had taken place. There was pride in his voice, but also disbelief, as if he was still trying to catch up with his own transformation. For a long time, everything seemed to be heading in the right direction, and it looked like he had found a rhythm that worked for him. However, as he recently admitted, the journey has not been a straight path. Life has a way of interrupting even the most disciplined routines. Holidays came around, and like many people, he found himself enjoying big meals during Thanksgiving, birthday celebrations, and Christmas gatherings. These moments of joy and indulgence slowly created a shift in his routine. What started as occasional celebrations turned into a period where his discipline began to loosen. He openly admitted that he got off the rails a bit, stepping away from the strict habits that had helped him achieve so much success earlier in his journey. Just when he was trying to regain control, another unexpected setback hit him hard. A broken collarbone changed everything. The injury happened just a few days before Christmas, and it forced him to stop exercising completely. No running, no walking, no structured workouts. For someone who had built so much of his progress through movement and consistency, this was a major disruption. The injury didn't just affect his body physically, it also impacted his mental routine. The structure he had built over months was suddenly gone, and in its place was stillness, recovery, and frustration. He explained that this period away from physical activity lasted much longer than he expected. What was supposed to be a temporary pause turned into months of limited movement and reduced activity. During that time, he began to feel like he had lost part of his direction. He was honest in saying that he felt, to some degree, like he had lost his way. Not completely and not permanently, but enough to recognize that he was no longer in the same momentum he once had. That honesty is rare, especially for someone in the public eye, and it shows just how real the struggle is behind the transformation. Despite these setbacks, Jelly Roll is not giving up. In fact, he has already started setting new goals for himself, showing that his mindset is still focused on progress rather than defeat. One of his biggest current goals is to train for the New York City Marathon in November. This is not a small ambition. Training for a marathon requires months of disciplined preparation, endurance building, and mental strength. It represents a shift from short-term weight loss goals to long-term physical resilience and performance. For him, it is not just about running a race, but about proving to himself that he can rebuild his stamina and push his body further than before. Alongside this goal, he has also expressed his desire to lose another 40 to 50 pounds. But even beyond the numbers on the scale, his vision for the future goes much deeper. He has openly talked about undergoing skin removal surgery once his weight loss journey reaches a stable point. This shows a level of understanding about the realities of extreme weight loss that many people do not consider. It is not just about losing weight, but also about dealing with the physical aftermath of such a massive transformation. Jelly Roll has also shared a bold and ambitious dream for what he hopes comes after all of this. He has spoken about wanting to be featured on the cover of major publications such as GQ, Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, Forbes, or Time. He even mentioned the idea of appearing on a cover with his shirt off, not as a display of vanity, but as a symbol of transformation and survival. For him, it represents more than physical appearance. It represents a full-circle moment in his life story, from struggle to success, from addiction and hardship to discipline and achievement. In earlier conversations, Jelly Roll has also expressed a strong sense of gratitude for how far he has come in both his personal and professional life. He has described moments where he feels overwhelmed in the best possible way, recognizing how much his life has changed in such a short period of time. He has shared stories of going on 5-mile runs, something he once would have thought was impossible. During those runs, he reflected on his journey, thinking about where he started and how far he had come. These moments of reflection show a deep emotional connection to his transformation, not just a physical one. He has also spoken about his career milestones during this time of change, seeing himself featured on billboards, involved in film projects, and contributing to music soundtracks has added another layer of success to his life. He mentioned being nominated for multiple Grammy Awards, the most he has ever received in a single year. On top of that, he experienced the surreal moment of seeing himself on the cover of Men's Health magazine, something he described with excitement and disbelief. All of these achievements have created a period in his life where personal transformation and professional success are happening at the same time. Yet even with all of these accomplishments, he remains grounded in the reality that his health journey is ongoing. He does not present himself as someone who has completed the process. Instead, he openly acknowledges that it is a continuous battle. There are good days and bad days, moments of discipline and moments of struggle, progress and setbacks all mixed together. That honesty is what makes his story so relatable to so many people who are also trying to improve their own lives in different ways. What stands out most about Jelly Roll's journey is not just the amount of weight he has lost, but the way he talks about the process itself. He does not pretend it is easy or linear. Instead, he describes it as a constant effort to stay on track, to recover after setbacks, and to keep moving forward even when motivation fades. He often connects his mindset to faith, persistence, and the idea of taking things one step at a time. He has shared the belief that sometimes all you can do is start small, focus on one action, and trust that consistency will eventually lead to change. Even now, as he faces uncertainty about recent setbacks and the number on the scale, he continues to push forward, not perfectly, not effortlessly, but intentionally. And that is what makes his journey so powerful. It is not a story of instant success, but a story of ongoing effort, self-awareness, and resilience. Jelly Roll's transformation is still in progress. There are goals ahead, challenges ahead, and undoubtedly more moments of struggle and victory waiting to unfold. But if there is one clear message from his story, it is that change is never a straight line. It is messy, unpredictable, and deeply human. And even when you feel like you have lost your way, there is always a chance to start again, rebuild, and keep moving forward.